Look, let's talk about social media, that shiny, happy place on your phone where everyone is having a better time than you are, right? Well, not exactly. Consider the case of Wanderlust Wendy. Her Instagram was a masterpiece. One day, she's sipping champagne on a yacht in Monaco. The next, she's meditating at a silent retreat in Bali. Her captions were full of inspiring quotes about living your best life. She had 2 million followers hanging on her every post, dreaming of her perfect existence. The problem? It was all a lie. A big, fat, expensive lie. The yacht was a rented set for a 1-hour photo shoot. The Bali trip was just a clever use of a green screen in her tiny, cluttered apartment. She wasn't living her best life, she was just incredibly good at pretending to. This isn't just about one influencer with a green screen and a dream. No, this is a widespread phenomenon. It's your cousin who posts endless smiling family photos, conveniently cropping out the argument they had just moments before. It's your old school friend whose feed is a constant stream of 5-star restaurant meals and exotic cocktails, but who actually eats instant noodles most nights. We have all become masters of public relations for our own lives. We are the CEOs, marketing directors, and photographers of Me Inc. And business, it seems, is all about selling a product that looks flawless, even if it's falling apart on the inside. It's a full-time job we didn't apply for, yet we're all working overtime. Why do we do this? Why construct these elaborate digital dollhouses? The answer is depressingly simple. It feels good. For a moment anyway. When you post that picture of a fancy coffee you can't really afford, and the likes start rolling in, you get a little hit of dopamine. It's a chemical reward. It's your brain saying, yes, people approve of this version of you. Do it again. Each like is a tiny vote of confidence. Each new follower is a confirmation that the character you're playing is a success. We are performing for an audience, and the applause comes in the form of little red hearts and thumbs up icons. It's an intoxicating cycle that makes the mundane reality of our actual lives seem incredibly dull by comparison. The internet makes it astonishingly easy to be a world-class liar. You don't need a Hollywood budget, you just need a few filters, some clever angles, and a willingness to omit the boring, sad, or messy parts of your existence. You can rent a designer handbag for a day. You can take a picture outside a fancy hotel you have no intention of entering. You can use old vacation photos to pretend you're still traveling. The tools for deception are literally at our fingertips, available to anyone with a smartphone and a data plan. We have created a world where the appearance of happiness is more valuable than the real thing, and we've made it easier than ever to manufacture that appearance on demand. So, what is the deep, dark secret behind these digital masquerade balls? It's often loneliness. Yes, loneliness. It's the quiet, gnawing feeling that you're not enough, that your real life with its bills and its bad days and its unwashed dishes is not worthy of attention. Social media offers a powerful, if temporary, cure for that feeling. By creating a character who is rich, happy, and perpetually on vacation, a person can build a world where they feel seen and admired. It's a form of escapism. For the person posting, the flood of positive comments can feel like genuine connection, a replacement for the real-life relationships they may be lacking. It's a sad irony, using a tool meant for connection to build a wall of fiction that keeps everyone out. The pressure to perform is immense. Social media platforms are not designed for nuance or vulnerability. They are designed for spectacle. The algorithms, those mysterious digital overlords, reward content that is bright, loud, and aspirational. A picture of a new car will almost always get more engagement than a post about feeling anxious. A video of a tropical beach will outperform a story about struggling at work. This system creates a powerful incentive to hide our true selves. We learn very quickly that the real us is not what the platform wants. So, we sand down our rough edges, apply a filter, and present a version of ourselves that is more likely to be rewarded with attention. This isn't just about feeling better, it's about competition. We are constantly, and often unconsciously, comparing our lives to the highlight reels of others. When you see someone else's perfect life, a little voice in your head might whisper, "Why isn't my life like that?" This social comparison can be brutal. It can lead to feelings of inadequacy, envy, and depression. To combat this, people often feel pressured to escalate their own online performances. It becomes a digital arms race of happiness. You went to a nice dinner? Well, I went on a weekend getaway. You bought a new outfit? I bought a new car. It's a race with no finish line and everyone is losing. Ultimately, this behavior is a shield. It's a way to protect ourselves from judgment and from our own feelings of insecurity. If you're pretending to be incredibly successful, no one can see your fear of failure. If you're acting like you're the happiest person in the world, you don't have to confront your own sadness. The online persona becomes a suit of armor. The problem with armor, of course, is that it's heavy, it's isolating, and it prevents any real warmth from getting in. You might be safe from attack, but you're also cut off from genuine human connection, which is often the very thing you were craving in the first place. The damage from this online theater isn't confined to the person posting, it spills out and affects everyone who sees it. Think about it. When you are constantly bombarded with images of impossibly perfect bodies, lavish lifestyles, and flawless relationships, it's only natural to start feeling bad about your own. It creates an unrealistic standard that is impossible to live up to because it isn't real. This can lead to serious mental health issues including anxiety, depression, and body dysmorphia. People, especially young people, are comparing their real, messy, behind-the-scenes lives to everyone else's polished highlight reels. It's a rigged game and it's making us miserable. The financial consequences can be just as damaging. To keep up the illusion of wealth, people go into debt. They buy clothes they can't afford, lease cars that eat up their savings, and take vacations funded by credit cards. They are financing a fantasy. This is the fake it till you make it philosophy taken to a destructive extreme. The pressure to project an image of success can lead to terrible financial decisions, all for the sake of a few impressive photos. The likes they receive don't pay the bills. The admiration of strangers doesn't help when the credit card statement arrives. It's a short-term ego boost with long-term devastating consequences. Furthermore, this culture of fakery erodes trust. When we know that so much of what we see online is staged, it becomes harder to believe anything. It blurs the line between reality and fiction. We become cynical. We start to doubt genuine moments of happiness, wondering if they too are just performances for the camera. This makes authentic connection even harder. If you're always suspicious of others' motives, how can you build a real relationship? The very platforms designed to bring us together are teaching us to be skeptical of one another, creating a landscape where authenticity is a rare and endangered species. And let's be clear, this can hurt others directly. Think of the wellness influencers who sell sham products with promises of perfect health, or the financial gurus who flaunt rented sports cars to sell bogus investment schemes. They are leveraging a fake reality to exploit the insecurities of their followers. They create a problem, your life isn't as good as mine, and then sell a fraudulent solution. This isn't just harmless pretense, it's predatory behavior. It's a con game played on a massive scale, where the victims are ordinary people who just wanted to believe that a better life was one click away. So how do we fix this? How do we escape this digital circus of deception? The first step is simple, yet difficult. We need to become more critical consumers of media. We must constantly remind ourselves that what we see on social media is not the full story. It is a curated, edited, and often monetized slice of someone's life. Before you let envy or sadness creep in, take a breath and remember the green screens, the rented handbags, and the carefully crafted captions. Think of social media not as a window into reality, but as the cover of a magazine. It's designed to look good and to sell you something, whether it's a product or an idea. Don't let the cover fool you into thinking you know the whole story. The next step is to reevaluate our own online behavior. Ask yourself, why am I posting this? Is it to share a genuine moment, or is it to get a certain reaction? Am I trying to connect with people, or am I trying to impress them? Being honest with yourself is crucial. It's about shifting your focus from external validation to internal satisfaction. The goal should not be to have a life that looks good to others, but to have a life that feels good to you. This might mean posting less. It might mean posting the messy, imperfect moments alongside the happy ones. It means choosing authenticity over applause, even when it's not as popular. Ultimately, the antidote to online fakery is real-life connection. True happiness is rarely found while scrolling through a feed. It's found in the unphotographed moments. It's in the long conversation with a friend where you don't have to pretend everything is okay. It's in the shared laughter over a silly mistake. It's in the comfort of knowing that you are loved for who you are, not for the character you play online. These are the things that truly nourish our souls. We need to actively invest our time and energy into these real-world relationships, because they provide a sense of belonging that no amount of likes or followers can ever replicate. So please, put down your phone. Look up. The world is not a series of squares on a screen. It's a big, beautiful, complicated place filled with real people who have real struggles and real joys. The most valuable connections you will ever make will not be through a Wi-Fi signal. Find your happiness not in the curated perfection of a digital facade, but in the glorious, unpredictable, and authentic mess of real life. Because that is where the truth is. And unlike a popular social media post, the truth has a funny way of lasting.